What's up, guys? So the reason I might be a little bit high-strung is because I would have a better view, like in the clip that you saw in the beginning, except for the fact that my phone is literally, which I'll show you in the next clip, hanging off of a very high up cliff. I'll show you. Yeah, with a, it's like I have like this tripod, it's called the claw, and it's like wrapped around the pole very loosely. So if the camera starts to shake and I grab for it dramatically, nobody be alarmed, because obviously it got uploaded to YouTube somehow and I couldn't extract it off my phone and blah, 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 blah. So, okay. The reason I'm up here, I thought about making this video live. I thought about, you know, I had 100 different fucking things I wanted to do with this video, and then I was just like, how am I here in the first place? Like, why am I even relevant to you guys in the first place? And I thought, okay, I'll still go to the place, this place right here, and there's a reason why I would have never been here 2 weeks ago. I hated this place all my life. This right here, back here, which it actually extends all around, clearly it's a fucking 360, but we only got so much space, is my hometown of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. So you're probably wondering, you have 143 plus thousand subscribers, why are you saying that, you know, where you live? Because I'm very open about my life and I'm willing to talk to anybody. I've learned my lesson with that over the years of talking to random people, especially recently. You know, you give trust in the people and you hope that you're helping them, and it turns out that whatever, that's personal issues, but that's life. And the reason I'm here is because recently on my other channel, Karuna Satori Basic, as you know, I've been having very severe health issues, which like went into my mental health issues and sent me into the ER around 8+ times in a period of 3 weeks, something like that. Overall, I think altogether I was in the ER 12 times in the past month. And what happened was, if many of you don't know, and you don't want to watch the video because trust me, I only like things summed up to, it's life, is I was experiencing what's called brain fog. And I don't know if you guys are used to my videos, you know I'm high strung and I'm like all over the place and things like that, and I wasn't feeling like that at all actually anymore. I stopped everything. I was so debilitated by the brain fog that I laid in bed all day contemplating suicide. And yes, that's true. I'm very open about that as well. My kids were taken to their grandmothers. I'm sure you guys know that my kids were taken away at one point due to my mental health issues as well. But it wasn't anything dramatic. It was, you know, I explain all that in a video. So anyway, the reason I'm here is because during this time, I was so debilitated that I thought I was going mentally crazy. My heart rate stayed at 142 plus over a period of 3 hours, and because of your heart racing and your body, you know, becoming weaker because of your heart racing, I thought I was going to die. And in that moment, you know, I wasn't always one to believe in God or religion, but you seem to cling to God when you have, you know, health issues like that. And that's exactly what happened. I had nothing. I was like, my grandparents had heart issues, both my mother's side and my father's side. My mother and my father had health issues, heart issues, things like that. My dad died of a heart attack at 55. My mother just had open heart surgery because she has congestive heart failure. My brother has heart issues and he's only 32, and I'm the one who has a healthy heart at 25. I smoke cigarettes, I constantly eat fast food, whatever. So in that moment I'm thinking, this is it. Like, my heart will not stop going. I don't know what to do. I'm going to die. And it's like you kind of come to a peace because your heart's racing so fast. The doctors have no fucking clue what's going on. They had no idea why my heart was racing like that. They couldn't sedate me because they didn't know if I was having a heart attack or whatever. It was a very scary experience. And with the brain fog on top of all that, not being able to concentrate, not being able to see anything, it's life-threatening and it's scary. So in that moment, you know, usually they say when you're about to die, you always try to make promises with God or bids with God where you're like, if I get out of this, I promise I'm gonna do this. And that's exactly what happened. And only this time I really felt him there. There's been periods when my dad was alive that he said that he could feel God in times of true like turmoil and true life-threatening situations. And then when he died, it started happening to me in very realistic situations. You can feel a presence there that's not there, and I can tell if it's my father, but recently I can tell if it's God. And I came to terms, and I was like, God, if you get me better and you get me through this, no matter how long my recovery, I'll change. I will, you know, start living life to the fullest, because my life consists of keeping myself inside, my kids inside, and my husband inside. And we just sit around. I get on people's Facebooks. I cause drama. I caused drama with Tony Bomboni, ASMR, in which he actually apologized to me. And for what? What did he do? That's a whole nother video in itself, but there was no reason for me to do that to him. He's a great ASMR artist, and I was jealous because I'm thinking to myself, I want to be able to do this easy ass content. Do you know what I mean? Like, his voice is so relaxing and so easy that I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm over here like click, click, click. He's just like 1 hour of sleeping. That's why I got upset. But in reality, one night recently, I was having a very severe panic attack. And sometimes my husband will sleep next to me when I'm having my panic attack. And I'm thinking, I have nobody to fucking lay next to me. I have no idea what to do. And turning on certain ASMR videos really scared me. Because of the sounds. Like, usually it gives me ASMR, but when I'm in a panic and my heart's racing, I don't want to hear that shit. Nobody does. So guess whose video I turned on and found on my recommended, even though I was like de-recommending shit on YouTube. You still get the recommendations back for some reason. But I turned on Tony Bomboni's sleeping video, and I fell asleep within the hour that he was with me. Or whatever, however long it was, because I woke up and my phone I had it on auto, so it doesn't shut off, and like the battery was like 12. But anyway, so it just goes to show that the people that you start out really disliking, and for what reason, you actually come to terms and realize that they're not bad people at all, and they're just trying to make it like you and me. So, but anyway, I don't even know, I said I wasn't even going to explain it. But yeah, that's all I did. And I'm also coming over like bronchitis or some shit. I'm a hypochondriac. I think I have cancer with everything. So, the reason I'm here, again, because I go off in my rants, is I've always hated this area. It's called the Incline Plane. It's the steepest incline plane in the world, in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, where I live. I live like way over those mountains, which actually the camera's not facing anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll show you guys in a clip. And after the hospital, I started forcing myself to get out. Even though I was dizzy, my heart would race. My spine in the back has completely like protruded. I don't know if you can see, I'm going to the chiropractor today. It was bad. And it still is a little bit. Like right now I'm feeling a little bit foggy, but it's at like 5%. Like, it's there, but it's not. So, long story short, my kids were at their grandparents', so my husband and I decided to come up here one day, and I was very dizzy and very cloudy, and I don't know, it was looking over, and I'm thinking, it was on the night of the strawberry moon, if you know, it was on last Friday, I think. I don't know my fucking dates, I'm just trying to tell you guys. And it really made me think, and I'm thinking, like, I used to do this shit all the time when I was little, go outside and have fun, and I hadn't been on my phone in like a day and a half. Like, I hadn't checked my social media. I said fuck YouTube. I thought I was gonna quit YouTube, but I'll get into that later. And it just felt very peaceful for once, even though the brain fog literally was taking over my face at that point, and I thought my head was gonna pop. It really helped me. And then I came back the next night, and then the next night, and then it started becoming like a thing. And my husband and I's relationship, that usually is in shambles, started getting better because I wasn't on my phone constantly, and I wasn't, you know, even though I was having severe panic attacks, like almost wrecking into trees halfway with my heart racing, like taking like handfuls of Visceral, it's okay because things felt better. And things got better after that for like a day. I felt 100%, and then the next day, which was 2 days ago, I woke up and the brain fog was back tenfold. And I cried from like, I think 6 p.m. until 10:30 p.m. running in and out of my home, because when your heart, you get a panic attack, it's fight or flight. You want to run or you want to fight it, and I'm always the pussy who runs. I can't fight, I talk a lot of shit, but I could easily get jumped. Please don't jump me now that you know where I live, like please, I'm sorry. So, I decided today that I'm going to come up here and celebrate sort of, got my Dunkin' hash browns, which I'm going to eat now, and then I'll reveal why I'm up here. I actually got what I'm about to present to you about, it's going on 2 weeks now. I waited 4 fucking months for it, and in those 4 months, 42,000 more family members of ours have joined, and again, I will say it, and that's another reason I got mad at Tony Bomboni, which it was actually just a misunderstanding, was, he said he didn't care about his subscribers, and a lot of people heard it, but it wasn't true. Like, if my stupid ass would have just watched the whole damn vlog, we wouldn't be in this predicament. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm eating, but I'm really hungry and I'm gonna pass out. You guys, since day one, I can't eat this shit right now. But you know what? Yes, I can. Okay. Sorry, I had to eat. I get real weak, and then, like, I think I'm having a panic attack because I don't want the brain fog to come back if I don't eat. Alright, so basically, I don't know what I was getting at, but I'm just going to keep going to where I thought I was going with this, because, like, we're 11 or 12 minutes in, and I'm getting pissed off because I want to go and upload it and, like, have you guys watch. I don't know, I should have done this live. There's nowhere to put my computer, though, around here without it falling in the abyss of death. So yeah, ever since day one, when I started YouTube, many of you know that I started YouTube to, like, basically treat people like shit and ran on a bunch of people. That didn't get me anywhere. I stopped YouTube. I started 2 years ago. I started it, made like 2 videos that got pretty popular, and then it stopped. Excuse me. And then, like, I found about ASMR. If you guys want to know how I found out about ASMR, visit my video how I found out about ASMR. It's real creepy. And I started getting real good feelings, and then I'm thinking, I have no purpose in life, why not start making videos? My kids were taken and stuff like that around the time I started making videos. I was going through a lot, but I had to occupy my time somehow because I was a lazy piece of shit who didn't have a job and couldn't make money because I debilitate myself and keep myself inside all the time. I have very backwards social anxiety. I'm very open with people and I'm very talkative to you in person, but in reality I'm shaking in my heart thinking you're judging me 120% because I do the same thing to people. It's a natural human reaction. So yeah, I mean, I started making ASMR videos. Shut the fuck up, birds! Oh, did they? Oh, okay, good. I was like, I'm so sorry. But, you guys really changed my life, and that's basically what I'm getting at here, and I'm gonna get to the point here in a minute. At first, it started off with a few comments on my ASMR videos that would say, like, you've really helped me, and things like that, and it was like, you know, just little things, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then messages started coming in as my I'm gonna call you guys subscribers for now because I'm gonna get into the point where I realize blah blah blah. So my subscriber count went from, you know, like 400 to 1,000. I was going through all those animal abuse allegations and things like that that were proven false. And it just kept building up and bad things started happening, and, you know, I was in a bad spot. And but my channel, like, I would go in and out starting to make videos and things like that, like, more often, and I didn't even know you could make money off YouTube. I had no clue. It just kept building up and building up, and then the messages started coming in after the nice comments. And one day during, like, probably the lowest point of all the drama and terrible things that were going on in my life, I got a YouTube message from somebody who will remain anonymous. And they explain their life and how they've been in a wheelchair and couldn't feel like the middle part of their spine or something, or they're paralyzed forever or some shit. And no, I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to explain very quickly. And I'm just trying to make it, because I don't want anybody to, you know, nobody's gonna know who they are anyway. Was kind of like paralyzed, could never walk again basically, but could only feel parts of their spine, if that makes sense. And they recently came into ASMR, and like it was around the time they were really gonna kill themselves, basically, more or less is what they said. And one day, excuse me, they came across ASMR or whatever, and they found my videos, and like somebody else, there's not a fucking train. It's a fucking train! No, it's okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but long story short, they said I saved their life, and the way that they said it in the message, and the horrible fucking pain that they went through, and the fact that they started feeling ASMR going down their spine, which started into rehabilitation, into hopefully walking again. And then like follow up, like maybe 2 months later, you get another message of them actually walking, like kind of, you know, messed up, but they're walking. Somebody who said that they never walk again. I'm not the reason for it, but just the rehabilitation of how ASMR could change somebody's life. Do you know what I mean? ASMR saved my fucking life. And I know that it's such a new thing and nobody understands it. It's like you either get it or you don't. That's basically what ASMR is. You either get it or you don't. So follow that, and I'm thinking, wow, like I helped somebody, kind of, like that's great. And then more and more and more and more, and hundreds turn into thousands. And I think my mailbox now, like full of personal message, is like 40,000. I mean, maybe of just like hi or spam or something like that, but I have a spam box that if it's from a personal email, it will put it in that box. And it's a spam box, but I still visit it once in a while because it's hard to get back to a lot of you now. That's why I kind of stick to comments, and I'm doing something on Instagram right now, which I'll explain in another video. So basically what I'm getting at is, in my center dramatic life of health turmoil, I got this in the mail, which I'll show you. And my life started becoming better when you guys really started like flourishing all throughout my social media accounts. Instead of YouTube that I would check every day but not really read the comments, you know, I started putting my business email so I could get sponsored and get famous, YouTube famous. No, I'm kidding. Well, sort of. And you guys found like my Facebook, and recently you found my Tumblr, which I really appreciate, but I'll get into that someday. And it was brilliant, and I felt great because in my personal life, my life was in shambles. Like, my husband left me, my kids were gone, I had no money. I'll get into that someday, like truly the gritty details of how bad that got, and like what I had to do. And but I had you guys, and then one day somebody was like, you know, you can make money off YouTube. I was like, what? And like, so I started my AdSense account, and now I can comfortably, well, some months, last month I was very affected, but this month I am okay. Like, that's what I'm saying about God, is like, I said, I'm gonna be debilitated. Like, I can't fucking film, I can't, you know, make money, I can't do my job, I can't do what I love. And that's one thing I'm grateful for with YouTube, is that I can sit here, make videos, get paid once in a while, and, well, you know what I mean, give or take, it depends, because the AdSense, but make people smile or hate me, and do what I love. Like, a lot of people can't do that. And anybody can be an ASMR artist, and anybody can do this, and anybody can do that. I'm like swinging this around like I have a dick. But I don't know, it's something about that I truly feel, like I told you guys a long time ago how Heather Feather's video, where she like she bought a house because of ASMR, she redid her whole basement because of ASMR, and I'm over here, I bawled at that video, and I'm not even real fond of her videos. Like, she's a good person, I just don't like her videos, and I'm over here like crying, and I'm like, I want to be like her. So like, I don't know, that's kind of whenever my channel started growing a little bit more and more, because I started working harder, and I started trying to put out content every day instead of every week. And I tried to, you know, respond to everybody, because I'd wake up in the morning, and when you guys would talk to me and say, hey, you know, you're making me feel good. Whenever I would wake up in the morning, I'd immediately go and view your comments, and it would just make my day. Like, the depression got a little less, and I think I went off topic because somebody walked by, but the depression would get a little less, and this, you know, my laugh would come back, and things got better. I got my kids back, and I went from 0 to 100 in the past year. It's been the scariest year of my life so far, and the best year of my life so far. There's like 40 crows on that pole, and I'm very upset about it. But they're talking to me now. You hear that? This is what I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna do maybe an ASMR unboxing of it because I'm very proud of it. And usually, trust me, like, I'm really not like vain about shit, but I wanted to be humble about some stuff and like just be like, look, you know, this and that and this and that. But I'm very proud of this right here. I waited 4 fucking months after I hit, you know, 100,000 family members. I'm like, redeem, because you have to redeem the code that they give you. First off, whenever you get eligible after you hit 100,000 subscribers for a play button, you have to wait a full 6 weeks, I believe, where YouTube monitors your subscriber count and makes sure that you're not buying subscribers or anything like that. Excuse me. And then they'll send you the code to redeem it. And then it takes 6 to 12 weeks before actually shipping. So overall, it took like 4 months before I could get this. And when I got it in the mail like a week and a half ago, I literally was like, I don't care. I set it underneath my air conditioner and like went to sleep and cried myself to sleep thinking I was gonna die and YouTube would mean nothing in a few months. And I couldn't even check my messages from you guys. I couldn't do anything. Like, I put out that health video and asked you guys to message me. I didn't even get to go through half of them, which gave me panic in itself because like all these diagnoses, I'm like, I have a tumor, on top of that brain fog, on top of that like my skull's busting open and stuff like that. So, but now that I'm feeling better, I wanted to do this video and to explain how grateful and thankful I am for you guys. I feel like this is an award ceremony, but to me it is, because I feel like I didn't only earn this, but you guys earned this. Because that's one thing that YouTubers fail to realize, is that the reason they have these things, or these things, or these things is because of you. You know, you can't just run YouTube by yourself. Like, you know, people have to watch your content, people have to comment and things like that. So it was you guys, and this is for both of us. Like, I put it in the background in my videos. No, I'm gonna put it on top of my vanity every day so I can, whenever I do my makeup, I can look at it, because I don't know, I never thought that this, shut up! I never thought that this would happen to me. And like, really, like somebody's shitty ass car. I can see it, I think. Do you hear that? It just gets worse. They heard me. Fuck my life. Alright, so, yeah. This right here, and the reason I'm not going to edit out any of this is because I wanted this to be as raw as possible, because I know that that's how I started being like either liked or hated by you guys, was the fact that I was very raw with you guys. I'd swear, smoke cigarettes, talk about cock and everything else and my sexuality, and I'm still like that. But sometimes YouTube gets to you. Like, there was a month where I was just like, I need money, money, money. You know what I mean? Like, it really takes over after a while. Oh, birds, like right there. Hi. But yeah, and that's not what it's about. But I have fortunately made YouTube my full-time job. And trust me, when other people say it, I'm like, how's it your full-time job when I'm over here doing it? So let's open this and celebrate this together, because I talk too fucking much and I'm getting irritated at myself and I have to be home in like an hour. So this is the box that the play button comes in. It has YouTube on the front, which makes me happy, because like you never see actual like YouTube people sending you stuff. So when you open the box, I'll do an unboxing of this one day, whenever like I can sit down and truly like investigate it. There's like a foam tile, which I'm gonna put in my soundproofing studio that I don't have currently, and a personal letter from YouTube. And I'm gonna read it to you, and then we'll open the play button and sit there and smile and act like things are good. No, I'm kidding. All right, so here's the letter. YouTube. You've just done something very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope you don't lose sight of the reality behind that 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel was touched by what you did. They were inspired, or challenged, or entertained. You made it to this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and chances are a healthy sense of humor. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you, and we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with this silver play button, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know you don't do this for rewards. You do it because you have a drive to create and share, and because you found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers may seem a very long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we are rooting for you. Congratulations. Sincerely, Susan Wajikawafer, CEO of YouTube. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, Susan. I guarantee you're watching this video. But yeah, I know that this letter is probably automated and given to everybody who gets the play button, but I'm over here like, yes. Hold on. So taking the foam off, I'll show the play button. I don't want to take it out because it's all cozy and its little thing. And here's the play button. And that actually looks gold. It like always looks gold in the like in the pictures that I took of it. But basically it's very heavy too. It's a thick plaque about this thick. It's glass. And the play button, I'm not sure if it's like all silver. I don't think that they have enough money to just give everybody like full silver. But and there's my name, Karuna Satori ASMR. Congratulations for surpassing 100,000 subscribers, YouTube. And that's my play button. That's our play button. And I'm very, like, it's a piece of like box, and I'm over here like, I got it. Like when I first got it, like I said, I just threw it under the air conditioner. I didn't give a fuck. I thought I was going to die. And I feel so great because like I feel like my health is finally getting better and I'm worth something, and like some of you actually give a fuck about my worthless life. Like honestly, all my life I grew up thinking I would never be anything to anybody or myself, and YouTube, you guys taught me that people can be something. As garbage as my life feels personally and physically, I'm something to someone, and that's all that matters. Like, I've made somebody smile. You've made me smile. You've stopped me from almost committing suicide. Like, and I know people are thinking, what about goddamn kids? It's like, I would never put the person that I was in front of my kids. I'd rather die and, you know, have them go through that than the person I was during my sickness. Like, them knocking on the door screaming, mommy, mommy, please come out, and I'm in there crying, shaking back and forth like, eh. Yeah, I would never want my kids to go through that. I'd rather them remember me as, you know, a mother rather than a debilitated like piece of like shit. So this is ours, and I know that I feel like this should be a lot more than it is, but to me it's enough, and I truly hope that our family can get bigger and bigger, for the main fact that I want people to know that you can feel like shit and feel like you're nothing. You can start from rooms like sniffing Oxycontin and, you know, fucking guys for pills and shit like that, to a life of, they were all my exes now, but anyway, to a life of, you know, having a home that you rent, having a car, having clothes on your back, having 2 beautiful fucking children and a husband who cares about you more than ever, and you learn that, you know, life's not all about money, and you learn that life's not all about like worrying about impressing others. You start realizing to do things for yourself, and that's what YouTube taught me, is that there are people in this world who truly do care about your well-being. There's a hair on my oh, I thought that was a daddy long legs. Scratch my ass. But there are people truly in life that do give a fuck about you. These are the things that YouTube taught me. that you can make YouTube your full-time job if you really try hard enough. You can change the lives of others, and the others can change the lives of yourself. That the word subscribers mean nothing when it comes to family. That I started YouTube off as thinking that it was really just for fun and not caring, and then as the personal, like I said, messages came by, you realize that these people become closer to you than, well, as close as your own children and your husband, and because overall that's all I have are you guys. Everybody on my mom's side of the family is dead. My mother and I are great people, but like we don't really get along. My dad's side of the family are all like evangelical Christians who hate me. They really like this too. Yeah, so thank you is what I'm saying, and I hope if you've gotten this far in the video, you know how truly fucking important that I value you as. You watching this, yes, I may feel like I'm talking to a group of people with my like fingers twitching, that, you know, it feels like I'm talking to a group of people, but I feel like every time I make a video, I'm sitting and speaking to one direct person. My energy is completely focused on you, and I want to make you feel good, and I feel good when I film. And in the most recent, what is all of this? Oh my God. The most recent, like couple videos before the one before this were all forced, very, very forced. I was sick. That's when the brain fog started. I couldn't focus. If you look in the one where I'm doing like the energy cleaning, my eyes are going like 2 different directions. That's how bad the brain fog got. Like, but here I am, and I'm getting better, and I want to be better not only for myself but for you guys, and I want to grow, and I want to teach the world that we are all worth something, even though we're all fucking scum and bacteria just flourishing the earth, destroying everything. We are worth something. You're worth something no matter what the fuck you think. You'll realize it someday, I promise you. Like, everybody kept saying to me when I was younger, because I had severe self-esteem issues, they're like, oh, you'll get it, you'll realize it. You know, you're a good person and blah, blah, blah. You know, I've learned a lot of life lessons in a period of 25 years. I truly believe that we are all going through something. I've recently learned that very true. But I've also learned that we are all important, and maybe our importance doesn't radiate to others as it does to maybe me or a friend of yours, or, you know, so on and so forth. But overall, us as human beings, we are very, very fucking worth it. We're here for a reason. Why do you think you were born? I know that, like, I learned recently on somebody's video who I don't like, but their information is real good. I'm gonna do like a favorite YouTuber thing. It's not that I don't like her. It's Kendall Ray. Like, she does the conspiracy videos, and her videos are basically like conspiracies for dumbass people like myself. She had a reading done on her, and somebody was like, they believe over in India that you have to live 8 million lifetimes of, or 8,000 or 8 million of like a blade of grass or a cat or a dog or an asshole to be, like a literal asshole, to be a human being. Being a human being is you'll learn in life that being human is the most brilliant, most amazing, most pointless, worthless, scum-filled, but brilliant thing that there is. We are literally full beings of energy walking around this earth. Like, we are real life. Like, we are life. This camera that you're watching me in, somebody created that so we could watch each other and masturbate to each other, and no, I don't know what the fuck. So thank you. I'm grateful. I'm ranting, and I promise from here on out things will get better. I hope. I mean, I hope. But with my channel, oh my God, that sounded like it's cracking and falling. Things will get better. My content, I hope eventually, you know, can go somewhere. I was invited to Playlist Live recently, but I think I already went. I don't know why they sent me an invitation like 2 days before it happened. I want to meet you guys. Like, I had somebody recently in my town come up to me and they were like, are you Karuna Satori? And do you know how like enlightening and like amazing that makes you feel, that like you go home to your life of like just like dullness and kind of just regularity, and then somebody comes up to you on the street and they're like, oh my God, your videos. that makes you feel fucking good, you know? And it makes them feel good whenever you guys can create a bond and a friendship. And that's where the beginning of my video came out, to where I said I'm very open with people, and I will always be open with people. I may not be able to get back to you right away because I don't check messages as often with the stuff I've been going through, but I'm here for you, and what I can do is like just try to be there, you know, through videos and eventually through messages. I've been answering Snapchats a lot recently, and the messages on my email and stuff, so. But overall, thank you, and I love you with the bottom of my fucking heart. This heart, for some reason, is healthy at my age. 25, that's like normal. But my family, like I said, they're all like dying of heart problems. I'm over here dying probably, I don't even know. I'm grateful for you. From the bottom of my person, my whole person is dedicated to you. I love everything about you, and I am so grateful for everything that's ever happened between us. And there's a car and it's making me nervous, so I'm probably gonna end this video because I start ranting whenever things like that happen. But thank you, and from the bottom of my heart, I truly am grateful. And we did this together, and I hope someday we can celebrate the 1 million mark. I doubt it. Everybody like hates me, but I'm very grateful, and I wanted to thank you guys again. So I will talk to you very soon. Tomorrow's video, I was gonna do like, I don't know her name, but just look up Tinder ASMR Storytime, because I want to do that next, and like do, you know, a bunch of weird personal things, because I want you guys to get to know me and even more, which is basically I'm just crazy with a bunch of mental health problems. So alright, I love you guys so very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye. But yeah, you guys, this is like the end of my video. The guy's still sitting there, but I wanted to show you where the tripod was hanging out. I'm gonna hold my phone too. Look at that. Does anybody see that drop? Anybody see it? So this is the steepest, hold on, I'm gonna do the next clip because I'm gonna show you. They call this the very steepest incline plane in the world. This is it. Here. Here's the city. And then there's the climb. So it is actually very steep, going down. And then you can get off and go to our ghetto junky ass city. But yeah. And then these things, like in the past 2 days, my husband were like trying to look in these, and like people keep jamming like hundreds of quarters inside these. Like I can't even pull it out. Like, yeah. How heavy that shit is. So this is it. And here is, if you want to pause and read that, go ahead. So, the guys in the truck behind me. No, but thank you guys again for everything. I'm grateful. Thank you with the bottom of my heart. Truly honest, and thank you. What the fuck is this? Have a great night, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. I'm still all over the place, so.